Hi everybody, my name is Tom Solid and I'm very excited to show you this video today. Today I will talk about Notes+. So I made many reviews already about different note-taking apps like the Notability, Notability, GoodNotes, Nebo and so on. But the problem with all of these apps was that all of them had some features, they're very nice, but they lack features other apps have. So I'm not the only one, I know this. Some of you, of my subscribers out there, mentioned this as well. Oh, why can't you just combine GoodNotes and Notability? Why? And actually there is an app doing exactly this. It has all the features that makes GoodNotes and Notability the good apps they are. And I was wondering why Notes+ was not listed in the top 10 productivity apps. Alright, first thing I want to start is notebooks, the overview, how to structure your notebooks. You can just add a new folder, call it test, and then in this folder you can add the notebook, and there we come already to the covers. I really like the covers. I mean, it's not something special having the year on there already, but I like it. Having this year and then loads of different templates. You also got productivity, which is really nice. You have a task manager here, and you also have a daily list and so on. And then here are the pre-settings, so you can adjust the height of your page and the width. So very flexible, and also the line height here. So how high? Yeah. So that's really nice. So let's create something, a basic one, and that's it. We now are in notebooks. There we have the test folder, and in this test folder we got our new untitled note here. So we can just rename it. Let's name it test. And there it is, our test note. However, you can also go in here and then make more folders, and then go in this folder and so on. So it's a folder structure. And if this is too messy for you, you can just click here, and then you have something like you have a Notability. It is a list view. And you can sort it by create date, modified date, and so on. So that's the same as it is in GoodNotes. Okay. Thing is, now you got a notebook. You just swipe to the left, and then you can put it to favorites. So here is your favorite section. Notebooks. Recordings. Whenever you make recordings on your note, it will appear here as well. Auto backup. You can sync with iCloud. Import. You can import things, but I will talk about this later when I talk about importing PDFs. And recent. That's all your notebooks you recently made. That's it. So now let's go into this note. And there's another thing. I know many of you really like the vertical scrolling, and in GoodNotes you have the horizontal scrolling, and in Notability there's the vertical scrolling. So in this case you got the vertical scrolling as well. So you are here on page 1, you can flip the pages here, you can just go like this up and down. And then you see page 2. You can rename the page, just click on it, say test 2, and then it's called page 2, test 2, and you got a title per page. That's something nice. Now let's come to something, many of you know this, I'm really into handwriting recognition. That's something I want from my app, to be able to recognize my handwriting. So I can convert it to real text and make it searchable and send it as an email and so on. Notability has no handwriting recognition. GoodNotes has handwriting recognition, and that's the reason why I was using GoodNotes all the time. So let's test this here for a second. Okay, select, convert, and there you go. This is another test. Well, test should be small, isn't it? However, now I have the option to either send it somewhere or copy it, close, tap, hold, paste, and there you go. Okay, so this is this. You can select it, you can go around, you can resize it, and so on. However, now you have your handwritten text and the typed text. So I have to go here, delete this, and then now I have this. But my handwritten text is gone. And now we come to Notes Plus. They have a different approach. Let's write something, and already writing. I mean, look at the different styles you have here, the different inks and so on. There are just unbelievable many inks. These are just some presets here you can choose from. But if you look for the current and the options you have, you can change the thickness. You can change the color, okay, so far GoodNotes can as well. But you can change between 4 different pen styles. You see, and you also see an example always on top, what I really think is really nice. Then you can change the viscosity, and you can choose a filling. So if I make the thickness, and we can change a filling here like this, and there you go. You got like this. You get green filling and the blue color outside, so that's really nice. And then you can have this as writing. And I think that's really something nice. And you have seen I use the selection tool. It's not necessary, so just let's choose a normal style, I would say, like this. Write something and then I show you something really nice. You remember in GoodNotes, you use the lasso, select everything, so watch this. This is a test. And now I'm still using the pen, go there, and then it's asking you if you want to select it. You seen that? I'm still writing, but as soon as I make a circle around the things, I can just select it. Or you just wait and it is what you wanted. It was a drawing. So that's really something time saver here. But it goes further with the time saving. You select it like this, and then you have an option menu on the right side, and then you can say convert to text and choose the language you pre-installed here. Press, and there it is. It's your converted text. That's it. No copy, paste, include, it is there already. And now look at this. You can go back to your handwriting. Oh, I think that's really something really nice here. The selection, convert, and that's it. Then you can change the styles, favorite styles. You can also here selected things like this. I'll change the color or whatever, and that's it. And then you also can select here this and just select your text, and then you can write. You can change. This is a test for Notes Plus. That's it. You don't need to change anything up here. Just still use your ink, tip on it, select it. Awesome. So I said we only want to compare GoodNotes and Notability with Notes Plus. However, I want to point to Nebo here, as it was the only app having a diagram creating tool there. In Notes Plus, it's up here. Just select your shape here, something like, I don't know, even a pentagon, and then you have it in here, and now you can just move points. That's not possible in the other apps. You can duplicate it and so on. But here again, just click on it and you can just see how fast this goes. So let's just quickly do this. And then you can bring in a arrow, click on this, select it, duplicate, and there you go. That's that easy, and it is on here. And then I'm still using my ink. See this? But there was an option. If you go around like this, option here, press this, and you have actually created. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's a game changer. That's already something. I was always asking myself, why don't they make an app that includes the features all the other apps have unique? And Notes Plus, it's not new on the market, it's a very long time there, but it's there. And nobody, well, some of you knows this, but it is not on the top 10, it's not on the pole position, so I don't understand this. Okay. What else do we have? Talking about audio recording. GoodNotes, no audio recording there. Notes Plus, you got the audio recording. Just go to the top here and there you go, audio recording. Now I'm already recording audio, it's recording, and then stop, and there you go, here's your recordings list. Okay, you don't hear it now as it is muted, but it is there. Thing is, it is referenced to page 1 now. If I go to page 2, see, it's 0 now. There's nothing. But I can make another recording, so it's recording now, and you can make your notes here while I'm writing, blah blah blah, and then stop it, and there you go. So it is linked to your pages. And if you go back to recordings, you see here all your recordings are there. You can even rename it. And that's it. You got it there. So from all your notebooks, you got all your recordings just here on the very first page. And you can sort it by created date and so on. Going for Notability, I have to admit something here. If you make a recording and you write something like this and you stop the recording and then you listen to it, that's really something nice, as it is synced to your notes. So it is just repeating what was written in the time it was recording. And that's really a feature that's really, really nice. However, I haven't found any position where all my recordings are, and I think there Notes Plus has a plus. Alright, something else. If you want to include something from your clipboard, that's something really nice as well. If you go in here and you go to clipboard, it not only has the things you recently or the last thing you had on the clipboard, but all the other things. Then you have the option to convert the page to text. So the whole page, if you have written all the time the whole page, you just press convert to text. Well, obviously there won't be something now, it was not recognizing it, but it would convert all the text into handwritten text. Well, then you have obviously the general, well, it's not typical for all the apps. I showed other note-taking apps, they are not able to do all this stuff, but you got the things like include pictures, make a picture for real, and then here's the clipboard. Here you can change the size. As I showed, it is still possible to change the main template or only for this page, or you go for the notebook, it will change the whole notebook thing, templates and so on. So you have the possibility also to make projection. That's really something nice. and you can go full screen. Is there a fly on my head? Is that fucking... Oh shit. Gotcha. Sorry, I had to catch a fly, but I'm back now. So you can go for full screen. That's not possible in the other apps. And that just feels like a real notebook here. So you have no interruptions here. Just write, this is an awesome app, and it actually is. Look, I don't have to do anything. I don't have to change tools or anything. Just convert it to text, and there you go. This is an awesome text app, and you can move it around and so on. Bam. So now let's talk about PDF import. So go back into our app, and then we will just open the drive, the new iOS thing. And here I have already opened the manual of PDF Expert, actually. 59 pages. And now we go to share, and then we will copy it to GoodNotes, import above or below, and a current. It has to be open, the notebook, and then you can choose from above or import below, or create a new document. So we just say below. It is included in your notebook, but look at this. We have 59 pages of the PDF now in our notebook, with the option to manually select all these things we don't need and go to trash. Let's repeat the thing with Notes Plus. We go into the thing, we have the PDF Expert manual again, and share it with Notes Plus. And there you ask, should it create a new notebook or current? Okay, that's the same, so we choose current notebook. And then we have page ranges. Click on this. I only want from 59 pages, I only want page 5, for example. Go back, press import, and there you go. You have only page 5 imported in your vertical scrolling notebook here. So another thing Notes Plus has, many of you want, is, look at this, where it is, where is it? Password creation. And with this you can lock the password. You can lock the notebooks. GoodNotes is not locked at all. And Notability, no password lock. Notes Plus got the password lock. And I know other note-taking apps got it as well. So another thing Notes Plus just has, and I don't need to be annoyed about that so many other apps have something I would like to have in one app. There is actually one app having all this. So you can print your thing. You also have included, just for completion, eraser, and I can erase parts of it. If you go for Notability, I go for the eraser, everything just disappears. I can't, the whole lines disappear, that's what I mean. In GoodNotes you have the choice if you want to erase everything or just parts of it. But Notes Plus, you can delete single things, and that's something I think is really necessary. If you draw on something with one strike and you just want to delete a part of it, this eraser is the better one, the better option. Alright, and there are so many convenient things like this here, the palm protection. Yeah, so you don't write, well, if you're using an Apple Pencil, obviously you don't need this, but here you can just use it for writing like this. But you also have the option, just tip and hold, and it will go here for your writing. So test this app, and then Nebo. That's what Nebo is doing. Recognizing what you are doing. If I do this, I can delete this or just single words. Again, something really nice. Really nice. And then you also got many options. If you go here, you can write from right to left. There are countries out there, people writing from right to left, not only from left to right. So it is possible. Then you also got the overview. Just tap on top and you got all your pages. Go back, and when you go here, you have your notes with the very first page. So let's talk about the web browser and Notes Plus. You just have to swipe to the left and now you're in the web browser. It actually opens your notebook in a web browser as well, but you can just delete it and type in whatever you want, like my website, and it will open the website in this browser. I was always saying GoodNotes is the very best app out there and so on. And you see it in the top charts as well. There's a reason why Notability, GoodNotes and all the apps are in the top 10 list, of course. But I know many of you have the same thoughts like I have, and they are annoyed that there are apps out there doing one thing really good and missing some other things just other apps can. And this is an app combining everything. It really combines everything. If you liked the video, thumbs up, subscribe, see you next time.